Welcome to Now's the Time podcast, live from Louisville, Kentucky. We're going to talk about now's the time to be happy. Before we get into what the podcast and what the YouTube's dedicated to about self-improvement, finding your self-esteem, being able to regain your self-confidence, we're going to go into a little bit about opportunity knocks. This program took 40 years to develop the 7 modules from life experiences. Over the next year, we're going to have 1,000 teachers of Now's the Time teaching program, teaching all around the world. And this is to help millions and millions of people get over their hurts and pains. We all have a need for certainty. At the same time, if things are too certain, then life becomes boring. So at the same time, you don't want to take your wife for granted, your husband for granted. You need uncertainty. So there has to be a balance between certainty in your life and uncertainty. It's kind of like you save your money, you invest in the stock market, and your 401 is growing and you're certain you're going to have a good retirement. Then wow, up pops a bubble, a banking bubble in 2008, and it busts and your retirement takes a big hit. So what was certain becomes uncertainty. With uncertainty comes fear. Now fear is a good thing. It's a motivator to make corrections. So let's give an example. You're married for a long time to your spouse, husband and wife, and you're certain that the marriage is great, but there might be some communication problems to where you don't understand her. It's kind of like men are from Venus and women are from Mars, or the other way around. And so you get lost in the thing of certainty. And guys have a tendency to say, oh, I worked all day long. I come home, even though the wife worked all day long too, she has to come home, tend to the kids, tend to the dogs, cook, clean, do everything. And what was the magical love at the beginning becomes the routine. And without constant nurturing, love dies. You have to constantly water your love. You have to water your love or you will become unhappy. So you look around today compared to the 1960s, look at the divorce rate. Everywhere you go, people are married for a couple of years, they're having affairs, meeting somebody at work. Before you know it, he's fooling around, she's fooling around, and people are divorced. In my day, you never seen divorces. You might have heard of them in PRP growing up in the 60s, but very few. So now's the time we're going to dive into it. We're going to teach you from 7 different modules the basic life skills to improve your life. We're going to start with the first module, and we're going to teach you, and the last time you probably took any kind of class like this was the 2nd or 3rd grade. So everything's a foundation. You have to be able to learn one building block and build a strong foundation and pour that foundation solid before you can build a house on it or a building or whatever you want to build. So we're going to teach you how to triple your reading speed, and we're going to teach you how to triple your comprehension. After the first module, you'll be in the top 1% of every human being on the planet in reading speed. After the second module, you'll be in the top 1% on memory, on comprehension in the entire world. Now that's a big skill. The stats just came out recently and it said because of COVID, all of our kids, the test scores are lower and lower. Well folks, we've been slipping for a number of years. Look at 1995 compared to 2015, 18. We were number 1 in the math and sciences, and we're being overtaken by many, many other countries. Now, let's go save the world. Let's teach the world what you know. Let's make life better for everybody. That first module, retail value is $630. I need 1,000 teachers in the next 2 years. We're going to put it on sale for $44. It's money back guarantee on it. From the people who take the course, they'll be either light the fire of the burning desire in them, or they'll learn from it. They'll be able to use these skills to make a better life, have a happier life, have a happy story, have a happy love story, be able to reel their kids into where you have a real family, how to create new brain matter, how to eat differently, how to breathe differently, how to think differently. All free choice. You can do as much or as little as you want, but the people who get inspired, it'll change their life so quickly, especially my morning meditations. Seven things you do for 7 minutes, one thing each minute, that'll make you walk out of there happy with gratitude in your heart. If you don't have $1, you'll be happy you're alive. If you don't have a car, you'll be happy you can walk. You'll be happy you're not sitting in a wheelchair with a broken neck. You'll be happy you're not laying in bed with a thumb cut off. It changes the way you think about life. All these things are coming your way. So $44, go onto the website, and right here's the website, nowsthetime.com. November, about the second or third week of November, we actively start selling. You're not going to pay $630. You're going to pay $44, the money back guarantee. Now, if you still are skeptical, you can have a sneak peek for $7. For $7, you can take my first class. Each module has 21 lessons. I say give me a half an hour and $7. I'll improve your reading speed. If you're reading 150, a half an hour later when you do another time test, you'll be reading 180. If you're reading 200, you'll be reading 230, 240 in a half an hour. If I can improve you 20% in a half an hour, what can I do in a whole month? I can tell you what I can do in a whole month. I can change your life. Now, does this sound too good to be true? Absolutely. So, again, you have nothing to lose, everything to gain. It's a money-back guarantee. And just go online right now, and you're only going to pay $44. And next time we'll talk about the rest of the story, and we'll get into the different modules and the different processes to start healing. Until next time, this is Ronnie Needham saying, God bless.